Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and it's Deb C, and the place to be, it's Deb C. Woo-hoo-hoo. It's me, Deb C. Bloop. Okay, welcome back to my channel, and hello friends. It is Monday. I hope everybody's having a good Monday. Staying cool, staying hydrated, and if it's Monday, then you know what I'm doing. I am man crushing. So who's the man crush going to be on today? Well, I had no idea who it was going to be on. And then I saw something on TikTok and was like, oh my God, that's right. I forgot about him. How can anyone forget about this sexy Swede, Alexander Skarsgård? Getting a temperature just thinking about him. So Alexander Skarsgård, he was born August 25th, 1976 in Stockholm, Sweden. He is the son of Stellan Skarsgård. And if you live with my mother, which only I do, you know for a fact that Stellan Skarsgård played Bill Anderson in Mamma Mia. Seen it a million times. We'll see it a million more. His parents are divorced. His mother is a physician, and his father, as I just mentioned, world famous actor. He has 5 younger siblings: Gustav, Sam, Bill. Bill, you may or may not know, played Pennywise in the remake of It. Frightening. Ija, it's E-I-I-J-A, not sure of how to pronounce that, and Walter. And I believe 2 or 3 of his siblings are actors as well. Okay, so we're gonna jump into his career, and then we're gonna jump out, and then we're gonna jump back in, and you'll see why. Because he actually, Alexander had his first film role at the age of 7, and the director was actually a friend of his father's. So he had his first film role at 7, and then in 1989, I believe, he starred in a Swedish TV show. I cannot pronounce it. It translated to The Dog That Smiled, and that was at age 13. Well, he was a little uncomfortable with the fame that was brought by those roles. So he actually, at the age of 19 possibly, he signed up for and served in the Swedish Armed Forces. I believe it was with the anti-terrorism department of it. Oh my lordy. All I'm saying is, if you could get a bunch of men that look like that coming at me, hey, I got weapons of mass destruction on me. Get it? So he served with the Swedish Armed Forces at 19. Put in his time there. Then he went to, he attended Leeds Metropolitan University in England for 6 months, moved to the US, enrolled in a theater course for 6 months at Marymount, Manhattan College, then went back to Sweden, and he thought, hey, I like this acting gig. I think I'm gonna keep doing it. So let's jump back in, because while he was vacationing in America, he actually auditioned for the role. He actually auditioned for a role in Zoolander. So Zoolander was his first American film. 2003, he did a Swedish movie called The Dog Trick. I was like, does that say The Dog Truck? I cannot read my handwriting. Called The Dog Trick. In 2004, he moved to Los Angeles, landed a part in the HBO series Generation Kill. He then sent an audition tape for True Blood. The thing that actually had gotten him interested in auditioning for it, because at first when he read about it, not interested. Then he found out that the guy who was directing it was the same gentleman, I believe, that did 6 Feet Under. He was a huge fan. He said in his audition tape, he auditioned for the part that eventually went to Stephen Moyer. So he didn't get that part, but he did end up getting part of Eric Northman. And that ran from 2008 to 2014. In 2009, he was in the Lady Gaga's video for Paparazzi. He also was the voice of Stefan in the animated film Metropia. Is that how you pronounce it? Metropia. 2010, he was in a British mockumentary called Beyond the Pole. Not about stripping. I believe it was about like hiking. I Can Dream. In 2011, he starred in Melancholia with Kirsten Dunst and his dad, Stellan. He was also in 2011, he was in Straw Dogs. 2012, he starred in the adaptation of the Hasbro game Battleship, and that I believe was with Rihanna. Also in 2012, he was in What Macy Knew with Julianne Moore. Love her. Also and he was in Disconnect. 2013, he was in two films, The East and The Diary of a Teenage Girl, where he played a real scumbag. 2016, we got to see the abs once again. Woo! When he played Tarzan in The Legend of Tarzan, and Margot Robbie was his Jane in that movie. It was not a box office success. Does it matter? I mean, look at this. I don't even care if there's really actually a story. Yeah, that's a thirst trap. So, and then also in 2016, he was in a British black comedy called The War on Everyone. I guess he played a bumbling cop. 2017 to 2019 was a big deal for him because he played Nicole Kidman's abusive husband in HBO's Big Little Lies. He did win the Emmy in 2017 for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Limited Series or Movie. 2018, he was in a sci-fi movie called Mute. He was also in another miniseries called The Little Drummer Girl. 2019, he had two movies. He was in The Aftermath and a romantic comedy called Long Shot, where I believe he played the Prime Minister of Canada. I'm just making that face because, listen, it's not a stretch that the Prime Minister of Canada is attractive. Just saying, Justin Trudeau. So from December of 2020 to February of 2021, he was in The Stand. That was a CBS All Access miniseries. It was an all-star cast. And also it had Amber Turd. Shade, the shade is real. 2021, he was in Godzilla. 2021, he was in Godzilla versus Kong. He also starred on the third season of Succession, and he had gotten, for his work on Succession, he received an Emmy nomination for Outstanding Guest Actor in a Drama Series. And in 2022, he was in The Northman, or The Northman. Upcoming, he has a thriller that he's attached to called Infinity Pool. So let's get into his charities. He was an ambassador for Team America, for Walking with the Wounded, and that was in order to raise money for wounded vets. Also, I believe there were two other teams. Team UK was captained by Prince Harry, love him, and Team US, Team Canada / Australia was captained by Dominic West. Dominic West, I believe, is going back to Mamma Mia. I believe that's the guy who played Sky in Mamma Mia. Once again, know that because I've watched it a million times. We'll watch it another million times. They journeyed out to trek to the South Pole However, just a few days into it, the weather was so bad that they had called it off. Well, they didn't want to not do it. They wanted to raise the money. So all the teams got together and worked together and actually reached the South Pole. So good for them. Some of the other charities that he has worked with or works with is the International Fund for Animal Welfare, also the Art of Elysium, the Trevor Project, It Gets Better, GLSEN, it's GLSEN, and basically what GLSEN does is they work to ensure that LGBTQIA students actually can go to school and have a school environment that's free of bullying and harassment. So good for him. He also works with It Gets Better and also Stop Ivory, which is a charity that helps to strengthen anti-poaching laws and also sustains the elephant's natural habitat. Good for him. That is great work. Some interesting facts. Well, Mr. Alexander Skarsgard, he was named sexiest man in Sweden 5 times. I can see why. He speaks Swedish, French, and English. His favorite actor is Gary Oldman. It's a good choice. He was actually in the running to play Thor, which, going out and researching people, it seems like a lot of people were in the running to play Thor. He was actually in the running to play Thor. Ironically, he was not cast in Thor. However, his father plays the scientist Eric Selvig. And also, he showed up to the premiere of Diary of a Teenage Girl in full drag because a drag queen had worked on the film, and the premiere was going to be like a lot of drag queens, and he felt left out. So he was like, hey, can you make me look like a drag queen? And the drag queen that they modeled him, the female celebrity that they modeled him after was Farrah Fawcett. So if I can find a picture, I'll put it somewhere. So I hope you all enjoyed my little walk through Alexander Skarsgard's life. Whew. I'm gonna say I picked a good one today. So I hope everybody enjoys the little slideshow, the pictures. And if nobody told you yet today, I love you. You're loved, seen, and heard. Please make sure to put love, kindness, compassion, acceptance, hope, and positivity, this hair, out there because somebody needs it at all times. So also, please stay safe. If you're someplace where it's stinking hot, please stay cool, stay hydrated, and everybody have a great day. I love you guys. Bye.